Now, whew, hey, morning everybody. It does not get any better than this, right? Sun is shining. Yeah, sure, it's a little bit cold, but it's a good old Canadian winter, and we are enjoying a backyard rink. Great to be back with the Wilmots. We were here back in November of 2020, where Joe and his family were actually helping us build a rink. Now that it's built once again, we're back to actually play some hockey. Joe!
Yo!
Hey, everybody. Good to see you, man.
How you doing, buddy?
Should I call you John Tavares?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Nice, man.
Johnny Toronto.
Johnny Toronto. we can pick out your son Ben too, because he's wearing Austin Matthews.
Right? Let's go, Matthews.
Yeah. Hey, man. Good to see you.
Yeah, good
Awesome.
seeing you.
Thanks,
Good seeing you,
thanks,
Tim.
thanks for having us back, because we were here. I was just mentioning last time in November.
Yeah.
It wasn't this cold.
It wasn't.
We didn't have any ice.
No.
We were just actually setting up the boards.
Yeah. It's all good now.
But it's great now, right?
Awesome ice. Yeah.
So take us through the setup. Like how big a rink you got here?
30 feet wide, 54 feet long.
Okay.
It's a bigger size than most people would have.
I was going to say, especially somebody starting out for the first time, they would probably never go this big.
No, if you're starting out for the first time, I'd say 16 by 24. Start small.
Right.
And it's so easy to expand. So
Yeah.
just get your feet wet, get the ice going, get a small rink, get used to how it all is and how it works.
You need to kind of build your confidence,
build
right?
confidence.
You even need to kind of know the lay of the land of your backyard.
That's the biggest
right?
thing. It's surprising how you think there's no slope in your yard, and there actually is a pretty big slope. So
Yeah,
you
right.
can't have too big of a slope. It'll be too much water. It'll be hard to keep the boards from falling apart.
Yeah.
So take it easy, go small, and then you can always grow up.
Cool.
Go
So
big.
we got some neighborhood kids out here too, next door neighbors.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the best thing about rinks. Like
Right.
it's the absolute best. It's good for family, obviously, but the neighbors, they love it. The community loves it. It's a lot of fun. It's it's all positive.
So last time we were here, so you were a pilot for
Air Canada.
right?
Yeah.
You weren't working at all.
Not working hardly at all. There was
you're-
very little. Last year was terrible.
You're
Yeah.
back at it now.
Back at it. Things are looking up, getting better. Pastures are coming back, and things are great. It's good. Yeah.
Now, so I know you have Joe Cool Rinks, where you were actually doing some rinks for people. You're
Yeah.
too busy to kind of do that now, but you have little take-home kits if somebody was interested.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't have the time right now to install the rinks for you, but I can show you how it's done, and I can get the kit ready for you. So I'm selling kits. So
Okay.
I'll have all the materials ready for you. All you have to do is assemble it and add water, and there you go. And you know what?
All we have to do is just add the
Just add
water.
the water.
Perfect. Okay, so let's take a break. We'll get into kind of the inner workings sometimes of how to set up the rink, and if you need boards, and what type of plastic you put underneath, because I
Exactly,
know
yeah.
that's kind of key. But
Yeah.
right now, let's get back to it. Game on!
Let's go.
Get back to Joe Cool Rinks on Morning Live.
Is the best game you can name, and the best game you can name is the
Let go.
Morning, everybody. Whew.
Ben.
Welcome back to Puslinch. Joe Cool Rinks. Listen, I play hockey each and every year, but I haven't been able to play just like so many other people this year, so this is just so cool. Joe, come on over. I was just saying that I haven't been able to play hockey this year, just like all the kids too. So just getting on the old ODR is pretty awesome,
You know what? We're so lucky to have this right now.
right?
It's the best.
If they will use the old Field of Dreams,
Yeah. If you
the ice of dreams.
the ice of dreams.
Okay, cool.
If you build it, they'll come.
So last year when we were here, actually 2020 we were here. So Joe is an Air Canada pilot. He wasn't working very much, so you were actually helping people out build some rinks. You're too busy now, but you're actually selling some kits.
Yeah, I don't have the time, like I said, to go out and install them. I don't have the manpower for
Yeah.
it, but we can make the kits up, and all you have to, because the kit building part is actually it's tedious.
Right.
You have to know what you're doing, kind of.
Because what do you need? Like honestly, like I remember as a kid, we would just like we put it on top of snow and
Yeah.
just like smash it down the snow. And you just like flood it over and over. I say we, as my dad's watching. He's like, I was the one out there doing it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of evolved a little bit where you've actually put these boards in kind of ahead of time, right?
Yeah. So it's you know what? It's very simple. Like it's not as daunting a task that you would think it would be. It's
Right.
a pretty simple concept. It's just plywood, a bracket,
Right.
and a spike.
And then
So-
just smashing that in.
Just smash it in. So
Now the only thing is, I guess the ground's kind of frozen now. We were here in November last time where it wasn't, so it's a bit easier to do it.
ideally you want to do it November
Right.
and early December to build your setup.
Right.
But you can still do it now. You
Yeah.
can just like hammer those
And it
spikes
doesn't
in.
have to be this big either, right?
doesn't have to be big.
This is a big setup, right?
Yeah.
Because you have experience in kind of doing it.
Yeah.
The other key is, so once you got the boards all set up, if you want boards,
Yeah.
is the liner,
Yeah.
right? So what kind of liner do you need? Does it matter the color of the liner that you're using?
It does. It actually makes a big difference. You want to get a white liner, and you want to make sure it's good quality, a right amount of thickness to it. The liner.
What happens if it's a different color?
Well, the problem is the sun. So if there's any dark material, leaves, liner, sticks, any kind of dark material on the rink, the sun will attack it and heat it up, and it'll melt your rink.
Melt it, right.
It's-
So you're putting this over top of the boards, but also in here too.
Yeah.
Because when it does warm up, it's obviously not warm today, but will the water just kind of settle in here
Yeah. So
and then
that's,
refreeze?
yeah, exactly. So it's basically you're building a bit of a pool. You have a liner, throw the water in, it freezes, but if it thaws out, it'll refreeze, and it's
Right.
all contained. And that's why you want a good quality liner. You don't want it ripping and tearing apart too easily. So I get my liners from Rink Master.
Rinkmaster, okay.
Rink Master, they're a local Canadian company. They're awesome to deal with. They're great people, and they have the best liners. So it's no-brainer. Get your liners from Rink
So
Master.
do you still have to, do you still flood though?
Yeah, so after you're done skating, you want to flood it. So every time you flood the rink, it's just like a little Zamboni. You take your
Right.
little hose.
You know what we'll do? Why don't we take
Yeah.
a break?
But yeah,
Okay, well, let's get back into the game.
Yeah.
Because they're probably missing us. Probably not. We'll get back into the game. We'll play a little bit more, and then we'll get into the flooding stuff too.
Yeah.
Joe Cool Rinks
go cool rinks.
in Puslinch. Coming back on Morning Live. Ah! Come on!
Let's go.
Wow! You got it! There, you bud! One more, Joe! Oh! Ah. I'm a tad rusty. Morning, everybody. Welcome back to Puslinch, the Joe Cool Rinks.
Pumpkin, get in
Nice
there.
little setup, just kind of promoting the backyard rink thing, and honestly,
Fight.
anybody
fight.
can do it. I think Joe, come on in here. Oh, nice!
Fight.
Yeah, that's Canadiana right there.
Hey, easy. What the maniacs?
Get in there, ref. Hey!
Shut, cut it out. You. Stop. Ridiculous.
Look at Ella. Come on, just shake your head at these boys. Just shake your head. Look at this. Come on. What are they doing? Joe, get on in here.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, right?
It really brings the community together.
Yeah, right.
Really brings
I
people
think
together.
the thing you wanted to stress that we haven't really done. You got a pretty elaborate setup here, right?
Yeah, I have the lights and the whole thing, but yeah, you know
This
what?
is progression over years and years of you doing it, right?
Years, years. You can start off really simple, and it's not a big deal. It's actually.
Everybody seems to like. You guys doing okay over there? Wait a second. What's in there is the question. There you go, Lindsay. There's Lindsay. There's your wife, Lindsay, and Amanda
And
next
Amanda
door.
next door.
And that's why it's a backyard rink. It's your backyard rink, but it's a community rink almost for your
100%.
for your neighborhood,
It's
right?
awesome, and it's simple. You can do it with your kids. You get out there, you have the wood and the boards, you screw them together, and it's basically that's it. It's
Right.
simple. It's not hard to assemble. I'll go through it with you and teach you how to do it, but I encourage everybody to do it. Like,
Yeah.
what else are you gonna do? It's crazy times, and it's a good physical, mental.
Well, just even for the kids to get outside, right?
Fresh air.
Luckily, we're going back to school.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
But even for so if this is your daughter, Ella. How old, Ella?
Ella, come here.
Here, Ella.
How old are you, Ella?
I'm 11.
You're 11. Do you like this hockey stuff? Can you do this hockey stuff with your brothers and their friends, or no?
I don't really like hockey, but I like skating.
You like skating? Right on. There you go. Let Ella skate, boys. Come
Yeah,
on.
let her skate.
Let Ella skate. Let Ella skate.
Let Ella skate.
Okay. So I think that's the key. If somebody is interested, so where are we? We're the middle of January right now.
Yeah.
We still got lots of winter left, so it's not too late.
No, it's
right?
not too late, and the winters are getting colder every year. Like they
Right.
say that like the overall weather pattern, whatever. But you have until the end of March, basically.
Because I think the setup, it's almost like a big pool that you kind of have to set up here. So even if the ice does melt,
Yeah.
the water still stays in here and then freezes back up again.
Exactly. Yeah.
We do need to flood though, so why don't we take a break? We'll play a little bit more.
Yep.
Who started that? Was it you, Ethan? Who started that? Who started that? Who started the skirmish start? Are
started
you the
the-
oldest brother?
Yeah.
Is that why? The old brother. starting a little skirmish. Okay, whoa, 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 no, 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 no,
God.
You set up in the backyard, Rink.
Man,
These guys are three brothers. We'll come back. We'll break this up. We'll have a little bit more fun at morning live.
it's ridiculous.
Morning, everybody. Okay, welcome back to Puslinch. Joe Cool Rinks. We had quite the episode last segment where some fights broke out. They went to the penalty box, so we're all good. But we've kind of shifted our focus here now, Joe, because now it's just skating, right? Because Ella got her wish to have some friends over and just no sticks or pucks allowed. So we're just doing the skating thing. But we also wanted to do the flooding thing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And anything we're showing you, this is kind of pretty elaborate what you got set up here. But I guess the key first thing when you are flooding, give it a little, take all that snow off.
Yep, that's the biggest thing. If you can get as much snow off the ice as possible, get that snow off.
Right. So this is after every time that you're using it. You always want to take that off, or
Yeah, well, you always want to get the snow off the rink in case you don't want the snow to melt and harden onto the rink, and then it'll make bumps on your ice.
okay. And then what Zamboni thing you got here?
Every once in a while, you want to do a little Zamboni. It doesn't have to be every time, but usually at night, put the kids down for bed and come out here and do a little flood.
Well, that's when it's coldest, right?
And it's peaceful, and anyway, so yeah, this actually you can get it from rinkmaster.com. Or is that what it says there?
Yeah, .com.
Yeah. Same guys that make the liners.
For the liners for you.
But there's different variations of a flooder, but this is a good one. This is a metal one. I used to have a PVC plastic one, and they work okay too. But
So you just throw that on here?
But you just throw it on, and it's basically just water.
Let's put it on here just so to see what it looks like.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. And you just want to like attach your hose to it, and there's a little valve here you can turn on.
Turn it up. Or
You can adjust your flow of water there. You don't want to flood.
how much water you want to be putting on here?
Not too much.
Right.
If you put too much, it's going to start cracking up and become like shale ice.
Right. Just a nice little coat in there.
Just a nice little coat of water. It's just like a Zamboni at the ice rink.
I'd
It's
say.
not a big deal. It's kind of fun. Your kids can do it, and then you have beautiful ice.
If you don't have that, you could still just use the hose, right? Because the water, as you realize, you know where the high and the low spots are here, right?
Yeah.
So like,
it'll do its own thing. The water knows where to go. Basically, you just want to throw some water on.
Cool.
It resurfaces the ice. It makes it nice and smooth.
Cool.
It's awesome.
We got some new friends here this morning too. Hey Joel, good to see you. Joel with a few of his kids, and they said that you're so great. They can come over anytime and just have a
100%. It's for everybody. It's what it's all about. And we're actually thankful that we have these great neighbors here, and we appreciate them coming over and having fun. And
well, see, sometimes in the winter we stay in our homes, right? And it's nice to get out and enjoy. Yeah, it's cold today, but you kind of bundle up and you're good to go.
You look forward to winter now. Like, usually winter you think it's old. It's the dark days of winter, but you know what? It's actually one of the best times to come out. Like once you get more elaborate, you can have a fire going. The girls come out.
Ladies are still working on their drinks there. Good work. Good job, Lindsay. Way to go, Amanda. Okay, so
it's a lot of fun.
So you are selling kits, Joe Cool Rinks. Where do they go?
Yeah, so you can go joecoolrinks at gmail.com or Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to throw an ad up on Kijiji.
Right.
But yeah, it's very simple.
Right.
Like, I just want to stress, it's you and your family can just put some brackets against the boards, put some screws in there, and you're good to go. It's not a big deal.
Ethan, job for you. Now that you're out of the penalty box, shovel. Attaboy. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Great.
Best of luck.
Can I say
Happy
one more
winter.
thing?
Happy
I want to say
winter.
one more thing.
What is it?
On behalf of all the CSH viewers, we want to thank you. Like, I don't know if you get thanked enough, but you're always good for the community. You're
That's
putting
right.
your some good stories out there. And no, seriously, thanks so much, Tim. You're a good guy, and Luke, awesome cameraman. You guys are awesome.
Okay, fine. Here's that $20 I told you want on camera.
Show me
Fine.
the money. No, they're great
Thanks,
guys.
pal. Cheers, man.
Yeah.